Hello, hello, hello. We're going to give you a moment to get on. And while you're getting on, I'm going to be sharing this out. And if you are watching this recording, feel free to skip ahead a little bit to get to the content. But thank you very much for watching the recording. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. Okay, let me get this shared out and then we're going to get going. All right. Oh, went live in the wrong place. Oops. That's okay. Just have to do it another way. All right, when you hop on, let me know who you are and where you're from so I can shout you out and say hello. There we go. Got that where it belongs. Get this out in a couple of more places and then we're gonna get going. Invite some people to watch, right? Do. Hello. Good morning, Mr. Greg. How are you? Okay, so we are ready to get started. First, I want to welcome you to my show. I am Lysandra Everett, the Home Biz Tax Lady, and I am here Monday through Friday, 9 o'clock-ish. And when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about lots of things, but you're mainly going to hear about tax topics as I am a tax professional. But we talk about tax topics as they pertain to home business owners. And, we also talk about just business life and just doing this whole thing better together. All right. Today, we're going to talk about how you can pay for these kids tax-free, okay? Because it is time for summer vacation. We got some kids. They need some stuff to do. They want to go places. They want to do things. And these jokers cost us money, okay? They cost us money. They get hungry. They are hungrier during summer vacation than they are during school. They want to go everywhere and they are just, okay. So with today, I want to talk to you about how you can do some of this stuff tax-free, okay? And this is an all-around winner, all right? You're going to get some stuff done tax-free. You're going to get some help. You're going to teach your kids some responsibility. So this is an all-around win-win. What am I talking about? Hiring your minor child to work for you in your business, okay? I'm going to tell you how you can do it. All right. So first, let's talk about the rules, okay? The only way to win the tax game is to know the rules. So there are two rules. Well, there's a couple of rules. Okay, so let's talk eligibility first. In order for you to be eligible to hire your child, okay, in order for you to be eligible, you must be either a sole proprietor, and if you are a single member LLC, the IRS still considers you a sole proprietor, or you are in a partnership where both partners are parents of the minor child, okay? Sole proprietorship, single member LLC, or partnership where both partners are parents of the minor child. That's who is eligible to take advantage of this tax fabulousness, all right? All right, now here are the rules. 1, your child must be 7 years or older, okay? You must pay them a reasonable wage, and I'm going to talk about that. You must have documentation, okay? You hear me talk about documentation all the time, all right? You got to have some documentation, and that documentation is going to be timesheets. It's going to include, the hours they worked and what they did to earn the money, okay? The jobs, here's the next rule. The jobs must be age appropriate. All right. Now let's talk about how do you come up with a reasonable wage. Call a temp agency. So if you've got a 7-year-old that can file, okay, 7-year-olds can file, 7-year-olds can fill out spreadsheets, okay? At least mine did. How about that? 7-year-olds can fill out spreadsheets. So their job must be age appropriate. So you call your local temp agency and say, how much are you paying, your admin help? Okay, it could be $10 an hour. It could be $15 an hour. Whatever that is, it can be $7 an hour. Whatever that is for your area, that is a reasonable wage for your child. All right. So you cannot pay them $45 an hour to file. Okay. You've got to pay them that reasonable wage, market wage for your area for that particular job. Now, the job must be age appropriate, meaning that, you know, your 7, 8, 9-year-olds, they're going to do something a little bit simpler where, you know, if you've got a teenager, my nose is itching. If you've got a teenager, then they can probably do your social media or answer your phones or something like that. So you've got to make sure that the job fits the age of what they can do. And you know what? This is your employee. So you think about when you had a job, what did you have to do? You had to clock in, you had to clock out, you had to, and you had to show where you did some work, right? So these are all the things that you have to be able to show. This is the documentation that you need. Okay. So with that, this is how you get to pay for your child's summertime stuff tax-free. Here's what I'm talking about. So you're going to pay your kid. Okay. You're going to pay them money. Here's not how you're going to pay them. You're not going to pay them in food. You're not going to buy pizza for them. You're not going to throw them a party or anything like that, because those are things that you would do as a parent anyway. Those are kind of under our parental requirement kind of things, right? But when they want to go to Six Flags, okay, we're here. You can work. Okay, they're learning some responsibility. You can work and you can go pay for your Six Flag tickets. Okay, so you are still paying the money. It's just how it's getting paid, right? Okay, so, so you think about the summer camps and stuff they want to go to, when they want to go to the movies, when they want to go buy these, $200 tennis shoes and all of that stuff. That is not a parental requirement. Okay, let them earn this stuff while they are at home. Okay, so you don't have to wait till they're 16 and send them off to McDonald's and all of that. You can be teaching your children responsibility by having a job. Okay. And they can then learn money management skills, because that first paycheck, whatever it is going to burn a hole in their pocket, right? So they're going to have to learn some money management skills and set goals for them to do things, right? So you don't have to suffer in your business. People are like, well, what am I going to do with these kids? Now, when you got little itty bitties, that's more difficult. But when you got 7-year-old and up, you can put them jokers to work in your business to help you, 1, run the business, 2, teach them responsibility, and 3, save you some tax dollars. Now, how much can you pay them? Good question. So glad you asked. All right. So you can pay them up to the standard deduction. The standard deduction for 2017 is $6,350. Okay. So as long as you pay them less than $6,350, they don't have to file their taxes. You get to deduct it as an expense. Booyah. Tax savings. Okay. And exactly the amount of taxes that you save will depend on your tax bracket. Okay. So there's no standard across the board about how much that will save you individually. But the standard part is you can save up to $6,350 from your business taxable income. And if you got more than one kid that fits the bill, guess what? It's $6,350 for each one of those little jokers. So if you've got a huge vacuum cleaner like my son, okay, no, that dude think he about to go get his life this summer. No, sir. He is about to be working in mama's office, okay? Because he is a little genius and mama's about to put his genius to work. All right, because here's the deal. You're going to be paying for these things anyway. You're going to be paying for summer camps. You're going to be, you're going to be taking vacations. You're going to be, even if they're in sports, they have sports camps during the summer. There is all this stuff that we have to pay for during the summer for these kids. This is how you can, again, teach them some responsibility and get you some tax savings all in one fell swoop. Okay. Teach them some money management. Make this a life skill summer. Okay. Make this a life skill about them learning how to earn money, manage money. Cause I guarantee you, if they come to you wanting these, $200 tennis shoes and whatnot, when you make them spend that $200 for their tennis shoes, they're going to think twice. Okay. Because it's all about the impact of how that psychological entitlement versus I've had to work for this. When they think about what they had to do to earn this money to go and spend it in one fell swoop on one little item, they are going to think twice. And it's just like us. So this is a way that you can start early teaching life skills and also get some bonus savings. Now, you say, okay, Lysandra, that sounds really good. Okay, but guess what? I got something for you. I'm super excited. Okay, so what do I have for you today? I have a minor child employment kit for you, okay? And in this minor child employment kit, you will have everything you need to hire your child, okay? So that you will be in right standing with the IRS. Okay, let me put this in the comments. Okay, because here's the deal. You gotta be in right standing with the IRS in order for you to be able to do this. Okay, so that means you are gonna have to treat your kid, you're gonna have to treat your kid like an employee. Okay, this is what you gotta do. All right. You got to hold their feet to the fire. You got to, hey, if work starts at 10:30, if you show up at 10:45, I'm not paying you for your whole hour. I'm paying you for 3/4 of an hour. Okay. So this is great. Hey, your 4-year-old, now I will say this. Okay. The standard is usually 7 years old. But even still, even if you can't deduct that from your taxes necessarily, you can still have that 4-year-old pitch in with something they can do. A 4-year-old can run a vacuum. Okay. If, it's all about teaching the skill of work. When you work for something, then you earn something. Okay. So that is the main thing. My daughter, when she was 4 or 5 years old, I'm not sure if it's 4 or 5, yeah, honey, here's the vacuum. This is how you push. And it's, one of those power vacuums. So it didn't take that much, right? But listen, it's important that you stay in right standing with the IRS. And the thing, like I said, that you have to keep in mind is that they got to do some work and you have to pay them. So let me give you an example. There was I want to say she was an accountant, right? Which made this even more funny. Okay. But she was an accountant. And what she did instead of paying her child in money, she paid her child with pizza. Okay. So instead of giving them money, she bought them a pizza. And the IRS said, no, ma'am, you cannot take that as wages because you would have fed your kids anyway. So this is what I'm saying. You can't make them, buy their school lunch or make them buy dinner because these are things that you would provide as a parent anyway. But all of the extra stuff, whether it's, like I said, summer camps, sports camps, amusement parks, all that extra, okay, the extra is what they can pay for out of their earnings, okay? And that's what you have to realize, when you are talking about what they're going to pay for, is this a requirement or is this extra? Okay. Buying Jordans is extra. Buying shoes is a requirement. And this is what I have to explain to my kids. I can go to Payless and get you some shoes. That is my requirement. I am not required to buy you KD's, Jordan, some Steph Curry's or whoever else got some shoes out there. That is not my requirement. My requirement is to provide you with some nutritious food. Okay. Give you food that I can afford. I'm not required to take you to Legal Seafood just because you think you should be able to go. Okay. Totally on a whole nother rant, but anywho. But like I said, summer's coming up. This is how you can pay for these things tax-free. Proms. Hello. Who got some juniors coming up, some juniors and seniors that's going to be going to prom next year? Put them jokers to work now. I've seen some price tags and some proms. That is not cute. Okay, let's let you start. These kids start earning this money and writing these checks. Okay, again, on a whole parental tangent, but I'm back now. So if you, this is something that you can seriously implement into your business, go to the link, grab your minor child employment kit, put these kids to work, man. Save yourself some money. All right. So thanks so much for tuning in. If you got some value from this, make sure you share this out. Hey, Miss Arbella, make sure you share this out and make sure you subscribe. I actually messed up today because I'm supposed to be live on my fan page, but whatever. Okay, so I'm here today. But join me on my fan page at Home Biz Tax Lady. You can find me there, and you can also find a link to the Minor Child Employment Kit there as well. Okay, so thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Bye.